Hello, my name is Somewhat Artistic Human, and welcome to another video. Today I'm going to be doing a chalk art. It's been a while since I've done one of these, and I really enjoy them, and the weather was really nice today, so I decided to head out and do a chalk art. So, I want to draw a pig today that's covered in mud. I'm not sure why I picked this, but it's what I was feeling, so it's what we're going with. So as you can see, I've started sketching out my little piggy here, and that little blue paper is my little sketch I did before, in case you're wondering what that is. And on top of the pig's head, I'm gonna do a little blobby chicken. This is Derby. She's my neighbor's dog. She's just so sweet, and she came up to say hi, so I had to pet her for a minute. So Derby sat on my drawing here and kind of messed it up a little bit. Also, don't ask me why she's shaved like that. I don't know. It's the weirdest thing ever. I don't know why they did that to her. It looks really bad, but you know, whatever. So let me just fix this up after she wiped away the bottom half of the piggy. And then I'm just gonna draw some mud spots on there. And now it's time to start blocking in my colors. So I'm going to start with the pig because that's the biggest area we have to color, and I'm just going to fill it in with this pink chalk. I used a pastel, like a chalk pastel thing, stick to do the sketching, but I'm using normal Sidewalk Chalk to do the filling in because the sidewalk really eats up those little pastel sticks, so it's a lot better to use a bigger Sidewalk Chalk to do the main color of everything, and to use the chalk pastels to do the details and other little color details and all that. Now it's time to blend all that in. This is a very important step. It takes quite a while to do, but if you don't, it's not gonna look very good. Like, you have to blend all of the chalk dust in to the ground, and the easiest way to do that is with your finger. I've tried other methods and nothing else really seems to work. Excuse Derby again, she's gonna just be popping in and out, I guess, for the whole video. But yeah, so it's a very important step. Make sure you get all that powder blended into the ground on the right spot. I did my best to keep my lines visible, but it's kind of hard, so they ended up mostly disappearing, so, you know, that's okay though, because I got the general idea of where things go, so I can figure it out later. Alright, now our pig's looking all smooth. I'm gonna use I was going to use a different pink for the nose, but then I changed my mind and decided to just add a little bit of white in there and blended that together. When you're blending two colors together, you should go in like circular motions to make sure that it blends properly. That's the best way that I've found to do that. Now I'm going to use some chalk pastels to put in the shadows and give the pig some depth. So that turtle chalk art I did a little while ago is almost at like 1,000 views, so I'm hoping this one will do pretty well too. So if you're new, either coming from that video or just because you're interested in learning how to do chalk art stuff, I would appreciate it if you looked at my other stuff on my channel and also maybe subscribe, because I will be doing a lot more chalk arts coming up soon. Like maybe at least like every 2 to 3 weeks I should be doing another chalk art. So if you want to see more of that, I would really appreciate it if you subscribed. So if not, thanks for visiting anyways, and thanks for watching. But yeah, let's finish this up. So now I'm just blending in that pink. In spots that I want more of an intense line, I just go straight down along the chalk line. But if I want it blended out more, I'm using circles, like I was talking about earlier. So yeah. Now I'm just gonna fill in some areas that need a little bit more pink. And darken up the legs a bit. And under the snoot. And now I'm going to take my white and put it in areas that I want to bring forward in the piece. Now it's time to color in the mud. I'm using purple because I don't have any brown Sidewalk Chalk. I only have brown Pastels, and I don't want to use the pastels to cover these full areas because, like I said before, the sidewalk just really eats them up, so I want to be careful when I'm using those. So I just mixed some random colors together to get a little bit more of a brown base than the purple. And that didn't really work very well, but it ends up looking okay once I use the brown pastel to color in those areas again. And I realized I forgot to do the mud on the snoot. I'll go back and fix that in a minute. Just be patient. Using the chalk pastels really allows you to define the shapes a lot easier because it's kind of hard to define a shape with a big old piece of sidewalk chalk. So that's another benefit of using the chalk pastels too. Now I'm just going to blend all those together. So because there's already a layer of chalk down, I was able to use a lot less of the brown chalk pastel, but it still looks very brown when I mix them all together, so that's good. It's fun watching the little bugs like walk by and stuff. Another important thing when you're doing sidewalk chalk is to have a wet rag with you because you don't want to mix colors and stuff, so I was wiping off my fingers in between each color that I was doing. And also, in case you mess up a little bit, you can kind of use it to wipe up the sidewalk a bit where you want to. Yeah, now I'm gonna kind of get some hooves in the back, and then I realized I need to finish up the little snout of the pig, so I'm just gonna get the mud on there real quick. And now time to get our little blobby chicken. So I'm just going to use a little yellow color for that, and then blend all that. And then I'm going to take an orange pastel and do some shadows on it. And this color is probably a little too bright to do the shadows with, but I think it looks okay. Now I'm just going to make the mud have a little dimension with using some gray on there, and then eventually some white to bring out some more dimension in that. And here's when it started raining, so I kind of started to rush a little bit to make sure that I finished before it really started raining, which it never did, but I wasn't sure what the weather was gonna do. So if you're wondering what those random little splotches are, it's because it's raining a bit. Now time to color in the eyes. I accidentally grabbed a gray instead of a black, so I had to switch that out. And do some little closed eyes on the chick, and then I'm going to start lining the pig. And the chick too. Lining the whole piece. I meant to do the lining in brown, but I forgot, so I ended up doing it in black, which still looks okay. I just think the brown would have given it a lot softer of a look, so oh well. Now it's time to blend those in. I've learned that if you do the lines over the chalk instead of on the sidewalk next to where you've already drawn, they go a lot smoother, so that's a good thing to know for the future. Because some of these didn't blend very well, and it's just because there wasn't enough chalk to really blend them in. So now I know that like you should really do your line on top of your drawing, not next to it. And then I'm just gonna draw a little beak and some feet on the chicken. I didn't like this color, so I switched it out for a brighter orange and then blended it in. It kind of got a little messy up there, but oh well. And then I did some shinies on the pig's eyes and then the pig's nostrils. And that's it done. My cat is playing with a toy in the background, sorry. But yeah, that's this pig done, so here she is. I think it's so cute. I love how it turned out. I'm really happy with this because I actually drew this pig on my own. I didn't use a reference, which I normally do, so that was really cool. Also, I wanted to show you guys this drawing that I tried to film the other day, but it was too hot, so my camera overheated and didn't film any of it. But a lot of people requested that I do like a fairy garden or like flowers and stuff, so I attempted to do that, and I made that, but didn't get the film, so I just wanted to show it. But yeah, so here's our finished pig. And that's gonna be pretty much it for today's video, so thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate it, and I hope that you enjoyed watching as well, and I hope to see you again in the future. I'll see you guys later. Bye.